There is a spot on Earth to which nature has been particularly generous. This is the home of impenetrable forests, free-flying birds and proud animals. A place to view a breathtaking underground world and a landscape full of exciting historical monuments. Visit it and enter another time, another world. This magical piece of Earth is a jewel, one of the most wonderful experiences life has to offer. It is known as the Green Karst, varied and wonderful, waiting for visitors to get to know it better as soon as possible. Highly porous carbonate rocks have left the most significant mark on the barren karst landscape. Water quickly drains from the surface and gathers and flows underground in large amounts. Typical signs of the water's journey to the subterranean parts of the green karst are grooves, small recesses known as skaunitze, dolines, collapsed dolines, and karst poljes which remain visible on the surface. Mount Snežnik remains snow-capped into late spring. The mountain is visible from all points of the green karst, and its top is a popular panoramic viewpoint, offering breathtaking views. Despite abundant precipitation, you will not notice a single river or rivulet on Snežnik. The rains simply disappear underground into the porous karst underworld. The surface, however, annually turns into a veritable botanical garden, covered in hundreds of flowers. At the very foot of Snežnik begin the immense dinaric forests, the largest densely overgrown and underpopulated forest area in Slovenia. The vast forests abound in wildlife. Its remote spots are home to the brown bear, wolf, and lynx. The largest mammals and other indigenous animals found a safe haven in the immense forests that no other place in the more densely populated Europe can offer. The dry karst grasslands at the foot of the Snežnik forests are unique in Europe. The Notranska landscape shows its other face among the picturesque karst poljes. The local populace live in settlements and villages squeezed on the edges of forested elevations. They are traditionally connected with agriculture, animal husbandry, and forestry. They mow the grass on the vast karst poljes in the summer before the autumn rains turn them into large lakes. The intermittent Lake Seknica is one of the wonders of the world. It is the biggest of its kind in Europe and is a true magnet for visitors all year round. Its abundant waters also attract numerous species of water, marshland and field birds, amphibians and fish. The waters from the intermittent Lake Seknica reappear in the karst valley of Rakovškocian. Two arches called Mali and Veliki Naravni Most attest to the fact that this part of the valley was once a subterranean cave. The river Rak meanders through the bottom of the valley, creating an out-of-this-world impression with its impressive patterns on the moss-covered rocks. The karst poljes lie at different altitudes. A single river runs through them, but its name changes from one polje to the next, amounting to a total of 7 names before merging into the Sava River. Like running down steps, the water from Babno Polje flows to the neighboring increasingly lower poljes, all the way to Planinsko Polje, where it merges underground in the Planinska Jama cave with the river Puka. The water disappears again and resurfaces in the springs of the river Ljubljanica on the threshold of the Slovenian capital. On the Bloke Plateau, water is not quite so free. The dolomite rock prevents it from making its way freely through underground terrain. This is why it spills into the wonderful meanders of Bloščica stream and others. The colorful blossoms of Bloke flowers invite the even livelier company of butterflies, dragonflies, and other animals. The marshes along the Bloščica also hide interesting carnivorous plants, which use their sticky foliage to catch careless insects. Bloke is considered the cradle of European skiing. The cold and harsh winters inspired the local people to the use of skis centuries ago, when skis were used for traveling, trading, and even transporting babies to be baptized. The spring and autumn showers bring water to the Karst bosom. On the surface of the Puka Valley, numerous sources and boiling springs appear, supplying water to small karst depressions and poljes. A string of intermittent lakes known as the Puka Lakes appear and turn into wonderfully blossoming flower gardens by summertime. When the lakes fill with water, the river Puka also comes to life as the famous architect of Postojna Cave. Its breathtaking images have attracted millions of visitors for over a century. Many kings, presidents, and world-famous artists and scientists have visited the cave. The picturesque underground halls astound visitors. A visit to this fairyland also remains ingrained in the memory for its exciting underground train ride. The indigenous inhabitants of Postojna Cave remain hidden from the eyes of visitors. The world-famous Proteus, cave shrimps, small snails, spiders, insects, and several other diverse cave animals live here. So it is not surprising that the science of karstology was born in precisely these parts, since they abound with world-famous phenomena and locations. The KROVNI cave is famous for its underground lakes bordered with flowstone barriers and as an archaeological site where cave bear bones were found. Planinska Cave, on the other hand, boasts the largest confluence of underground rivers in Europe. The Postojna Gate is also the place where the Pannonian Plain comes closest to the Mediterranean. For centuries, the area of the Green Karst has been the most convenient traffic route between Central and Eastern Europe and the Adriatic Sea. The area of the Green Karst has therefore been marked by traffic routes and migrations of peoples and their armies for centuries. In the past, these important traffic routes were lined with inns and workshops, and people earned a living from carting as thousands of carts rattled down the roads. The annual kart driving festival recreates this tradition as one of several attractive local folklore events. The underground fortresses and bunkers of the Alpine Wall, the mansions and medieval castles, the remains of anti-Turkish fortifications, the ancient Roman border wall, Roman settlements and prehistoric construction sites. The armies of various conquerors influenced the landscape of the Green Karst in accordance with their needs, much more than other parts of Slovenia. The Puka Park of Military History offers a retrospective display of various military exhibits, while the centuries-long military history of the area is presented in the permanent collection of Regio Carsica Militaris. Llaman Castle, which is over 700 years old, testifies to the tumultuous history of these parts. It was once the home of the legendary knight Erasm of Predjama. In his memory, the local people organize a popular annual knights tournament with a medieval market. Guides lead visitors equipped with torches to discover the lesser-known cave world under the castle. Llaman Castle is a wonderful white building and is considered one of the most beautiful and best-preserved castles in Slovenia. It is situated in an idyllic environment, and its splendidly preserved interior offers an insight into the life of the nobility some 300 years ago. Parts of the everyday life of the local people are presented in an interesting way at the Notranska Museum in Postojna. The Green Karst, full of energy and vibrant throughout the year, invites you to experience its skies, natural wonders, and fresh air. Regardless of your passion, whether it is horse riding, cycling, trekking, history, gastronomy, or perhaps cave exploration, you will find it at its best here. The Green Karst offers a unique blend of the natural with the wonderful, the old and the dynamic, all year round. Visit us, alone, with friends or family. You will find a welcome among the friendly local people. Time passes slower here, and our stories ensure a first-class experience. Discover the green Karst.